The stolen identity. I woke up to the sound of wedding bells, and the bride was wearing my face. 5 years, that's how long I was gone. 5 years in a coma while someone else lived my life. But here's the thing nobody tells you about waking up from a coma. You don't just open your eyes and everything's fine. You open your eyes and realize everything you knew is gone. My meme is Emma, or at least it used to be. Now I'm not so sure anymore. Let me take you back to where this all started, 5 years and 3 months ago. I was 26 years old, working as a financial analyst in Sao Paulo. I had a boyfriend named Lucas. We'd been together for 2 years. He was perfect, or so I thought. Tall, charming, successful. He worked in real estate development, made good money, treated me like I was the only person in the world. I also had a twin sister, Isabella. We were identical, same hair, same eyes, same voice. Even our parents sometimes mixed us up when we were kids. But we were different on the inside. I was the responsible one, the planner, the one who color-coded her calendar and never missed a deadline. Isabella was chaos, beautiful, fun chaos. She moved from job to job, relationship to relationship. She traveled the world with money she didn't have. She lived like tomorrow didn't exist. We were close, though. Really close. The kind of close where you finish each other's sentences, where you know what the other is thinking without saying a word. We talked every day, shared everything. Or so I thought. The night it happened, Lucas and I were driving back from dinner. It was raining, one of those heavy rains where you can barely see the road in front of you. We were arguing about something stupid. I can't even remember what now. Maybe about moving in together. Maybe about his ex-girlfriend who kept texting him. The details are fuzzy. What I do remember is the truck. It came out of nowhere. Lucas swerved hard, too hard. We spun off the road and straight into a concrete barrier. The impact was instant. Everything went dark. When I say everything went dark, I don't mean like falling asleep. It was different. It was like being erased, like someone took an eraser and just wiped me out of existence. No dreams, no sense of time, nothing, just darkness. But somewhere in that darkness, I was still there, still alive. My body was in a hospital bed hooked up to machines. My brain was somewhere else, floating in nothingness. And while I was gone, Isabella became me. I didn't know any of this when I woke up. How could I? When you wake up from a 5-year coma, nobody sits you down and explains that your entire life has been stolen. Nobody tells you that your sister has been living as you. Nobody warns you that the man you loved is now marrying her, marrying you. Except it's not you, it's her pretending to be you. The first thing I remember after waking up was the light. It was too bright. Everything was too bright. My eyes hurt. My head hurt. My whole body felt wrong, like I was wearing someone else's skin. There were people around me, doctors, nurses. They were talking, but their voices sounded like they were underwater, muffled, distant. Someone held my hand, a woman. She was crying. I tried to focus on her face, but everything was blurry. She kept saying, "Emma, Emma, you're awake. You're finally awake." It was my mother. It took days before I could speak properly, before I could move without feeling like my body was made of glass. The doctors said I was lucky to be alive. The accident had been severe, traumatic brain injury, multiple broken bones, internal bleeding. I'd been in a coma for 5 years, 2 months, and 14 days. 5 years. I'd missed everything, my late 20s, career advancements, birthdays, holidays, life. My parents visited every day. They looked older, so much older. My dad had gray hair now. My mom had lines around her eyes I didn't remember. They cried a lot. Happy tears, they said. Grateful tears. Their daughter was back. But something felt off. I couldn't put my finger on it at first. Maybe it was just the disorientation, the confusion of waking up in a different time. But there was something in the way they looked at me, something careful, like they were watching me, studying me. I asked about Lucas on the third day. My mom's face went pale. My dad looked away. "He's okay," my mom said carefully. "He recovered from the accident. He's been visiting you regularly." "Can I see him?" I asked. Another look between my parents, that same careful, measured look. "Soon," my dad said. "Let's focus on your recovery first." That should have been my first clue, but I was too weak to question it, too focused on learning how to walk again, how to eat solid food, how to exist in a body that felt foreign. Physical therapy was brutal. Every muscle had atrophied. I had to learn everything again, how to stand, how to balance, how to climb stairs. The therapist was patient but firm. She pushed me hard, told me I was doing great, told me I was strong, but I didn't feel strong. I felt lost. It was 3 weeks before I thought to ask about Isabella, my twin sister, my other half. She hadn't visited once, not a single time since I'd woken up. "Where's Isabella?" I asked my mom one afternoon. She froze, actually froze, like someone had pressed pause on her. "She's been very busy, Emma," my mom said quietly, "with work and other things." "Too busy to see me? I've been in a coma for 5 years and she can't visit?" "It's complicated, Emma." "What's complicated about visiting your sister?" My mom didn't answer. She just squeezed my hand and changed the subject. That night, I couldn't sleep. Something was very, very wrong. I could feel it in my bones, that twin intuition we'd always had. Something had happened with Isabella, something nobody wanted to tell me. I decided to look her up online. My phone had been replaced while I was in the coma. New model, new apps. It took me a while to figure out how to use it. 5 years of technological advancement is a lot when you've been unconscious. I found Isabella's Instagram first. The profile picture made me stop breathing. It was me, my face, but I knew it wasn't me. It was her. Dressed like me, hair styled like mine, wearing my favorite necklace, the one Lucas had given me for our first anniversary. I scrolled through the photos. Each one made my stomach drop further. Isabella at my favorite restaurant. Isabella with my friends. Isabella at my old job. Isabella with Lucas. Lucas. There were so many photos of them together, at the beach, at parties, at family dinners. They looked happy, in love, and in every single photo, Isabella looked exactly like me. She wasn't just pretending to be me, she had become me. My hands were shaking as I kept scrolling. The photos went back years, 3 years, 4 years, all the way back to a few months after my accident, after I'd gone into the coma. And then I found it, the post that made everything clear. A photo from 2 weeks ago, Isabella in a white dress, Lucas in a suit, both of them the stolen identity. Both of them smiling at the camera. The caption read, "She said yes, getting married next month. Can't wait to spend forever with the love of my life." The love of my life. My Lucas. Except the woman in the photo wasn't me. It was Isabella, pretending to be me, engaged to my boyfriend. I couldn't breathe. The room was spinning. This had to be a mistake, a horrible, impossible mistake. Maybe I was confused. Maybe the coma had messed with my memories. Maybe Lucas had moved on and started dating someone who looked like me. But no, that didn't make sense. Because Isabella looked exactly like me, because she was wearing my necklace, because she was using my name. I pulled up Lucas's Instagram. Every photo with Emma, with Isabella pretending to be Emma, he tagged her as Emma Santos, my name, my full name. This wasn't a mistake. This was deliberate. My sister had stolen my identity, and nobody had stopped her. I confronted my parents the next morning. I showed them the Instagram photos, demanded answers. My mom started crying immediately. My dad looked like he might be sick. "We wanted to tell you," my mom sobbed. "We tried, but the doctor said the shock might be too much. They said we needed to ease you into it." Ease me into what? Into the fact that my sister has been impersonating me for 5 years? It's not that simple, Emma. Then explain it to me. Make it simple. My dad took a deep breath. "After the accident, Lucas recovered quickly. You didn't. You were in a coma, and the doctors didn't know if you'd ever wake up. Isabella started visiting you every day. She was devastated. We all were." "Okay. And?" "And then she started helping Lucas. He was struggling. Grief, guilt. He blamed himself for the accident. Isabella was there for him. They became close." I felt sick. "They started dating while I was in a coma?" "Not exactly," my mom said carefully. "Isabella started pretending to be you." The room tilted. "What?" "She said it would help him heal if he could pretend you were still there, still with him. So she started dressing like you, acting like you. She said it was temporary, just until you woke up." "And you let her?" "We didn't know what to do," my dad said. "We were grieving too. And then weeks turned into months, months turned into years. Isabella had taken over your job, your apartment, your entire life. It became impossible to stop." "You could have stopped her at any point. You chose not to." My mom was crying harder now. "We thought you were going to die, Emma. The doctors gave you a 5% chance of waking up. 5%! We had to let you go. And Isabella helped us do that. She kept you alive in a way, through her." "She didn't keep me alive. She erased me." Nobody had an answer for that. I wanted to see Lucas, needed to see him. My parents tried to stop me, but I didn't care. I checked out of the hospital against medical advice, got in a taxi, gave the driver Lucas's address, my old address, the apartment we'd been planning to move into together before the accident. The building looked the same doorman, same lobby. I told the doorman I was Emma Santos. He looked confused, but let me up. I stood outside the apartment door for a long time. I could hear voices inside, music, laughter. They were having a party, a wedding party. I could see balloons through the window. I knocked. The door opened, and there she was, Isabella, my twin sister, wearing my face, wearing a white dress, wearing my necklace. She looked at me and went completely pale, like she'd seen a ghost, which I guess she had. I was supposed to be dead, or at least permanently asleep. "Emma," she whispered. "That's my name, not yours." Lucas appeared behind her. He looked older, too, more tired, but still handsome, still the man I'd loved. He stared at me like he couldn't process what he was seeing. 2 Emmas, 2 identical women, one in a white dress, one in hospital clothes. "What's going on?" someone called from inside, a wedding guest. "Nothing," Isabella said quickly. "Just give us a minute." She stepped out into the hallway, closed the door behind her. Lucas followed. We stood there, the 3 of us, a horrible triangle. "You're awake," Lucas said finally. His voice was hollow, empty. "I'm awake, and you're marrying my sister, who's been pretending to be me." "It's not like that," Isabella said. "Then what is it like? Explain it to me, because from where I'm standing, it looks like you stole my entire life." "You were gone, Emma. You were gone, and I was trying to help. Lucas was falling apart. Your parents were falling apart. Everyone needed you, and you weren't there. So I became you." "You could have just supported him as yourself, as Isabella, but you chose to pretend to be me." "Because it worked. It helped him heal. It helped everyone heal." "It helped you," I said. "It helped you take everything that was mine." Lucas hadn't said anything else. He was just staring at me, at both of us, comparing, remembering. "Did you ever love me, or did you just love the idea of me?" I loved you, he said quietly. I did. But you were gone, and she was here, and after a while I couldn't tell the difference anymore. That hurt more than anything, because it meant he'd never really known me at all. If he couldn't tell the difference between me and Isabella, then he'd only ever loved a face, a body, not a person. There's something else you should know, Isabella said. She looked nervous, actually nervous, about the accident. What about it? She glanced at Lucas. He looked away. Tell her, he said. The accident wasn't an accident. Lucas told me everything a year ago. He swerved on purpose. He was trying to kill you. The words didn't register at first. They bounced off my brain like rubber balls. Nonsense words. Impossible words. What? He took out a life insurance policy on you 6 months before. $2 million. He was in debt. Serious debt. Gambling. Bad investments. He needed the money. So he planned the accident. I looked at Lucas, waiting for him to deny it, to laugh, to tell me this was a sick joke. He didn't. I'm sorry, he said. I was desperate. I didn't think I had a choice. You tried to kill me. Yes. Just like that. Yes. Simple. Honest. Horrible. But you didn't die, Isabella continued. You went into a coma instead, and Lucas couldn't collect the insurance money unless you were actually dead. So he had a problem. He was still in debt, still desperate, and now he had a girlfriend in a coma who might wake up and remember what happened. So you became me, I said to Isabella, to help him. Not at first. At first, I really was just trying to help him grieve. But then he told me the truth about what he'd done, about the debt, about the insurance, and I realized I could help him in a different way. By marrying him and splitting the insurance money when I finally died. Yes. I wanted to scream, to hit something, to hurt them the way they hurt me. But I was too tired, too broken. Did our parents know? No, nobody knows except us, and now you. Why are you telling me this? Because you deserve to know the truth, and because we need to figure out what happens next. What happens next? Like this was a business negotiation, like we were discussing a merger. What happens next, I said slowly, is that I go to the police. I tell them everything. Lucas goes to jail for attempted murder. You go to jail for fraud, and I get my life back. You can't prove it all, Lucas said. The accident was ruled an accident. There's no evidence. And Isabella becoming you was just family helping family. Nobody forced her to do it. She volunteered. He was right. I knew he was right. Without proof, it was just my word against theirs, and I was the one who had been in a coma for 5 years, the one with brain damage, the one who might be confused, unreliable. So what do you want me to do? I asked them. Just let you get away with it? We want you to disappear. Again, Isabella said. We'll help you, set you up somewhere new identity, new life, money, whatever you need. You can start over. As someone else. Yes. While you continue being me. Yes. I looked at Lucas, the man I'd loved, the man who tried to kill me. Do you feel anything? Any guilt? Any remorse? I feel a lot of things, he said, but guilt doesn't change anything. What's done is done. And there it was, the truth, cold and simple. He'd tried to kill me, failed, moved on, and now I was just an inconvenience, a problem to be solved. I could have fought them, could have gone to the police anyway, could have told my parents everything, could have hired lawyers and investigators and fought for my life, my identity, my name. But I was tired, too tired, and maybe they were wrong. Maybe Emma Santos died in that accident 5 years ago. Maybe the woman who woke up was someone new, someone different, someone who deserved a fresh start. I'll think about it, I told them. I need time. The wedding is in 2 weeks, Isabella said. We need an answer before then. You'll get one. I walked away, left them standing in that hallway, went back to my parents' house, packed a bag, and left. I've been on the road for 3 months now, moving from city to city, trying to figure out who I am if I'm not Emma Santos, trying to decide if I want to fight for my old life or build a new one. I check Isabella's Instagram sometimes. She got married. The photos are beautiful. She looks happy. Lucas looks happy. They posted honeymoon pictures from Bali, sunset shots, beach shots, couple shots. Nobody commented asking why Emma Santos looked exactly the same as she did 5 years ago when she was in a coma. Nobody questioned it, because why would they? People see what they want to see. I should probably go to the police, should probably expose them, should probably fight. But here's the thing I've learned about identity. It's not about your name or your face or your fingerprints. It's about the life you build, the choices you make, the person you become. Emma Santos died in that accident. The woman in the coma was just a body, and the woman who woke up, she's someone new, someone who gets to choose her own name, her own life, her own story. Isabella can have Emma, can have Lucas, can have that life because it was never really mine to begin with. I see that now. It was just a story I told myself, a role I played. And now I get to play a different role, be a different person, maybe someone braver, stronger, smarter, someone who doesn't fall in love with men who try to kill her, someone who doesn't trust too easily, someone who knows that the people closest to you can hurt you the most. I'm still figuring out who that person is, still building her from the ground up. It's hard, lonely, scary, but it's mine, really mine, not borrowed, not stolen, just mine. And maybe that's worth more than everything I lost. If you've made it this far, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to leave a like. And see you next time, The Verdict of History.